Welcome to the Dreamer household, where we have Deborah Dreamer, Warren Chalmers, Dominique Dreamer, Magdalene Dreamer, Diara Chalmers, Delilah Dreamer, Desiree Dreamer, and their cat Desday Dreamer. So, oh my goodness, that was a lot. Anyway, this is Deborah. She is currently has 4 days left of her adult life. She's about to be an elder in this next rotation, which is absolutely crazy. So it ended up that Warren and Deborah only had one daughter together, and that is Diara here. So, yep, that's pretty interesting. And she hasn't had anyone to get married to Warren and vice versa. Warren hasn't had anyone to get married to Deborah. So they are just dating each other instead of marrying each other, which is okay. Quite possibly just okay. Nothing wrong with that. But, anyways, yeah, so let's look at Deborah's life and see what has happened since then. And yes, we got a full house, so I can't wait to share what happened here. In the last bit of rotations, this household was featured when Diara was actually born. So yeah, time has went by. So what has happened since Diara was born? So Diara, she taught her how to talk, potty train. She maxed her cooking skill, got a promotion. She actually reached her platinum lifetime aspiration. So she's pretty much happy in her life at this point. She taught her daughter how to study, got a promotion, learned about lifelong happiness, maxed her cleaning skill. Then her Okay, who is Gunner to her? I'm gonna have to look this up. Gunner. Okay, so Gunner is uh her uncle, it looks like. So her uncle Gunner passed away. She got a promotion, got a promotion, got a promotion, and she became a mad scientist. So she got her lifetime wish completed. So she not only was platinum, but she also got her lifetime wish. So she was very, very happy in her life. She maxed her charisma skill. Her family graduated. She maxed enthusiasm in tinkering, which is actually her hobby. So yeah, she's been living her life very, very, very happily. Diara became an overachiever. She learned about fire safety, got a big bonus, max creativity skill. And Liviana was an overachiever, and Celestia grew up well. So she is pretty much happy in her life. And right now, she wants Diara to get a scholarship and Desday to learn to come here. So she is very, very happy right now. Here we have Warren Chalmers here. So let's take a look and see what his life has been about. So he had his very first woohoo with Deborah. Cassandra died up in that point. He had Diara. Okay, so he's been getting promotion after promotion. He maxed his body skill point, earning big bucks. And got a promotion again. Maxed his charisma skill and actually reached the top of the athletic career. So this is what we had for Mr. Warren Chalmers. He is the Hall of Famer now. So he is the top of the athletic career and very, very happy about it. He actually wants to take his family on a Far East vacation. So I think we're going to wait for her to age up. What she shall age up tomorrow, it looks like, because we have 2 days left. And then we're going to take everybody on a Far East vacation, probably in the winter season. So that's the big plan, Stan, on this one. So, yep, that is Warren. So next we have Dominique, which is Deborah's little sister, and her wife, Magdalene. So let's see how their life has been going, shall we? So she maxed her logic skill point. She also got a job in the medicine career because that's what she wanted. She taught Diara a nursery rhyme, so she was involved in her niece's upbringing and all that good stuff. But yeah, she got engaged to Magdalene. Magdalene got joined a union with Magdalene, so they got married, and she actually reached platinum lifetime aspiration as well. So She was very, very happy and got a promotion, and she actually adopted Delilah. So, Delilah is the product of Marielle and Phoenix. And yeah, she had a baby, and she's a romance sim, so she didn't want to keep the baby. So I actually had Dominique and Magdalene adopt her. So Delilah is their daughter, and they maxed the mechanical skill point. She taught her daughter how to talk, and then her uncle Gunnar died at that point. She learned anger management, reached the top of the cleaning skill, earned big bucks, and actually became hospital chief of staff. So she also got her lifetime wish completed. So she is a very happy sim, just like her older sister. They're both successful and both got their dream completed. So they're both pretty happy in their life. She taught Delilah to study. She learned about lifelong happiness, learned about fire safety, happy about her family graduating college, maxed the body skill point, and then she adopted her second daughter, Desiree, which Desiree is a product of, again, Marielle and a townie. So she and Delilah really are sisters. They really are sisters up at this point. So very much blood related, but with different dads. Same mom, but different dads. But anyway, yeah, they adopted Desiree. And as you know, the whole theme of the Dreamer household is I like to start their names with the letter D. So that's why these children all have the D names going on here. But anyways, her daughter Desiree, she adopted her. She learned about parenting, taught Desiree how to walk, and yeah, is happy about her family graduating and becoming successful in their own lives. So yeah, that is Dominique. And as for her wife Magdalene here, let's see where we're at. So she had a great graduation party. She lost hope as a best friend somehow. I don't know exactly what happened there. But we do know that she was put on academic probation, as we all know that. She actually got a job in the music career, got a promotion, reached max creativity skill point, learned about fire safety, anger management, got happy that her family is getting married and things like that. She lost Anthony as a best friend, so I don't know what's happening with Magdalene and the friends that she has in her life, but they are not staying best friends for some reason. I do not know why. But she's happy about her family graduating. She got engaged and joined a union with Dominique. So they got married. And then shortly after that, she actually reached the top of her platinum aspiration, and she got fired from her music career. Now, I don't know about y'all, but in my game, the music career is really hard for my Sims to progress in. Most of my Sims get fired from that career. Actually, I think it's 100% that my Sims have gotten fired from this music career, if I'm being quite honest here. But anyways, then they adopted Delilah shortly after she got fired. She learned couples counseling. They adopted Desday. She taught Delilah to walk. Simon got married. She learned a new greeting. She taught Delilah a nursery rhyme. She potty trained Delilah. She actually became a master gardener, and that is her hobby is gardening. So since she got fired, she was doing a lot of gardening. She actually got a job in the culinary career. Delilah got into private school, so that's really nice. And then she got fired from the culinary career. So this woman right here can't keep a job for the life of her. She keeps getting fired from her jobs. So she's like, screw it. I think that was the last job she had. They got plenty of money. She don't have to work. She can stay home and do gardening for the rest of her life. You know what I'm saying? That's all. She don't have to do anything else. But anyway, she adopted Desiree shortly after she got fired. I think it's funny that how let's see, how she got fired, Delilah got adopted. She got fired, Desiree got adopted. I think that's funny. Anyway, she learned parenting, and then she maxed enthusiasm in nature because she has been, gardening and stuff. She taught her how to talk, taught Desiree a nursery rhyme as well, and pretty much is happy about her family graduating college and whatnot. So, yep, this is Magdalene. And also, she does want to go on a vacation as well. So, she's waiting for the weekend and waiting for Desiree to grow up to a child so they can actually go. And yes, as you could tell, I actually redid their house as well so I can make it bigger to add Desiree in as well so that we can have an extra bedroom for her upstairs. Anyway, let's go downstairs to where Diara is at and let me take a look at her stuff here. So, where is he at? Oh, yeah, there's 2 bolts with Jake here. Wow. Wow. Wow, I didn't expect that, Diara. Anyway, so let's talk about what's going on with this girl, shall we? Okie dokie. So she actually learned to study from Deborah. She is actually in private school as well. Um, and she actually got a job in the education career. And she's actually at the top of it. So she's at the top of the education career. And her dream is to become a city planner as well. But anyways, she had her very first kiss. Now, these events happened without my knowledge, because I was playing another sim and we were at the teen hangout spot, and she actually met Jake at his very first kiss and had her very first woo in public with him at that place. So, I don't know what is going on with you, you wild child, but yeah, she actually likes Jake, and upon looking at this, they have 2 chemistry bolts. They're not even friends or anything, and she's already woohooed with him. So I kind of want her and Jake to get to know each other better. Maybe go on a date or something because she's not a romance sim. She is a fortune sim. So I want her to get to know Jake a bit and quite possibly them to actually be together. So I think it's interesting the game actually found her someone when I couldn't find her someone. But anyways, yeah, that happened. Thanks, ACR. We're gonna move on to Delilah here. Now, Delilah, she learned to study from Dominique. She is also in private school. Let's see. She learned a new greeting. She has a little sister now. She learned sociology and maxed the body skill because of it. Yara was an overachiever, and she had her very first kiss with Sylvester. Sylvester is a romance sim, so of course that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, blah. Um, Anywho, but Sylvester is significantly older than Delilah. Delilah's really young. She's got 13 days. So, Sylvester, what the hell are you doing, my dude? Like, she's really young. You're about to go to college, I think. Anyway, she had her first date with Ethan, and she kissed Ethan for the first time as well. And I think her and Ethan really like each other. So I think her and Ethan are actually going to end up being together. And I think that is so cute. But anyways, I am hoping that they will end up together. She went on a date with him and had fun with him, and she already wants to go out with Ethan again. So I am hoping that her and Ethan actually end up together, and I think that'd be so cute. And Ethan is actually the son of Mina and Gordon. So Ethan not. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cute. And then we have little Desiree here, and yeah, Desiree is still a little too young to have friends or whatnot. But as you could tell, her mother was Marielle. But anyways, yep. This has been the Dreamer household. And yeah, let's move on to the next household. Alrighty, welcome to the Dreamer household where we have Gabriel Dreamer, Hazel Broke, and their cat Apricot. So, anyways, yeah, let's actually talk about what is happening here. So, Gabriel actually moved back into this uh trailer where he used to live before he moved in with his cousin, Michael. But he actually got a job in the culinary career when he was a teenager, so he did that. And then he went and swam in the ocean. So he and his parents actually went on vacation together. They had a really great time. He learned fire dancing. He got a voodoo doll and had a great time on his island vacation. He got a couple promotions and he was an overachiever in the culinary career as a teenager. So I'm very, very, very proud of Gabriel on that front. He earned a couple of scholarships and went to college and kissed Gigi for the first time in college because Gigi is a romance sim. So, of course, romance and pleasure sims share a college together. So, of course, that something like that would happen. Yeah, so he actually kissed Raven for the first time, made out, and did the woohoo with Raven Peterson. So, he lived his life in college, like, but I really wanted him and Hazel to be together, and I wanted her to be the Peter Artemis of the relationship, but it looks like that didn't happen. That didn't happen the way I wanted to happen because this game sometimes hates me. But anyways, that is completely fine. They can do what they want. They were in college anyway. They weren't um engaged or anything. So, yeah. He still went on dates with Hazel though before he graduated. And then he fell in love with Raven somehow. Anyway, he had a dream date with Hazel. He grew up well, moved out, and Diara was an overachiever. He actually got a job in the culinary career as an adult because that's what he wanted. So he got a promotion. He hit it a public woohoo with Hazel, had a dream date with her, earned 10,000 simoleons, and he's very happy that Michael got married as well. So, yeah, his life has been a crazy one in college. He was living it up, you know what I'm saying? He was living it up. He told his, cousin, "Hey, just go have fun, be happy, and do things like that in college," and, Gabriel took his own advice and went and lived it up in college. So here we are with Hazel. Ignore her outfit, she just moved in, she just graduated college, as you can quite possibly tell, she is fresh out of college here. Very, very cute sim. Anyway, let's actually go ahead and figure out what happened here. So, as you could tell, she went steady with Gabriel when she was a teenager. It was red because obviously she's a romance sim. She did woohoo with Gabriel, inherited money from Brandy, her grandmother. She also learned sociology. Sylvia grew up well. She obtained a Paulson. She had a dream date with Gabriel. She actually got a job in the music career and got a promotion and then decided to quit that career because she had the want to quit it. So I was like, sure, why not? Let's quit it. So she actually quit the music career. She's like, screw that. She got one scholarship, moved out, and went to college herself. Um, she actually obtained a magical lamp, so I thought that was pretty interesting. She went on a couple dream dates with Gabriel, a lot of dream dates. So it looks like her and Gabriel are probably going to go through a lot of dream dating, it looks like. She actually became a big woman on campus, so she was very influential while she was in college, which was really neat. She did a public woohoo with Gabriel, had another dream date with him, and yeah, graduated during her graduation party. Carnelian was fighting her while he was drunk, so that was fun. She lost that fight, but she was like, "What the hell is your problem, my dude?" But anyways, yeah, she moved out and now she's here and she's back in the music career because that's the career she wanted to join. So here we are back in the music career, and yeah, she is ready to start life you know, with Gabriel here. And also, let me take a look at this. I don't think, oh my gosh, I don't think she ever did anything. She never cheated on him or anything. Gabriel, what are you doing? You're not the romance sim, she is. So what are you doing, my dude? Why are you doing that to Hazel? Hazel has been faithful up until this point. I just realized. Oh no. Interesting. Okay. And what is your dream? Have 20 simultaneous lovers. Okay, well, that might change because she has a dream of having more than one love. But anyway, Gabriel, what are you doing? Like, I think it's because she's younger than him, and that's why he probably did that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I didn't see this coming. And I'm disappointed in you, Raven. Like, what in the world? Let me take a look. So he's got 2 bolts with Hazel, 2 bolts with Raven, 2 bolts with Gigi, 2 bolts with Katie, 2 bolts with Brittany, and 2 bolts with his girlfriend's younger sister Freya, 3 bolts with Shannon. Ew. Stay away from Shannon. Stay away from her, Gabriel. You're way too young and I don't want you to get into any problems. But anyways, wow. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? What is your secondary? Let me see his secondary. What is it? It's grilled cheese. He's secondary grilled cheese. Hers is secondary pleasure. Okay, yeah. So he's a secondary grilled cheese. Him, Gabriel. What in the world? Anyway, this has been the Dreamer household. I can't believe he did that though to Hazel. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. Anyway, this has been the Dreamer household, and let's move on to the next household. Welcome to the Gavigan household, where we have Jane Gavigan, Simon Gavigan, Peter Gavigan, Malachi Gavigan, and Wendy Gavigan. So, here we are in the werewolf household, and it is 2 a.m., and he's a werewolf, and he's about to go and get himself some leftovers because he is starving to death. If you may or may not know, as a werewolf, your sim actually starves. Every time they actually transform into a werewolf for some reason. They're really, really hungry every single time they transform. So I don't know why the game mechanics do that. But anyway, yeah. So this is Simon's life. So let's actually go ahead and go to Jane. She already wants to have another baby. Anyway, we just had twins. Girl, bye. Anyway, and her life actually changed as well. She actually became a family sim after she almost died. So, yeah, instead of being pleasure, she's now family. She learned couples counseling, graduated, and got a job in the education career. Got a couple of promotions, earned 5,000 simoleons, and got married to Simon, and it's green. She's very happy to be married to him, despite him being a werewolf here. They went on their honeymoon. She swam in the ocean, learned a massage, and had a really great island vacation. And because she is a family sim, they actually had their first son, Peter, which Peter's right over here, and he is so cute. Look how cute Peter is. He's adorable. Anyway, so they had their first son, Peter, and I named him Peter for two reasons. Okay, and I thought it was perfect. Okay, so as you know, I named the kids from the Gavigan household after biblical names. So yeah, that's why his name was Simon and his name is Peter. But also her name is Jane, and Jane and Peter. And as you may know, who else? Like, if you think about the name Jane and the Jane Peter, I don't know about y'all, but I think of Peter Pan. So yeah, I think about Peter Pan and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to name their children after the Peter Pan characters. I think that would be pretty cute and pretty cool. So yeah, so Jane, that's another reason why his name is Peter, not only because of biblical name, but because of Peter Pan. So I thought that was cute. Even though we already had a Peter in Pleasantview, which was Peter Optimus, it don't matter. I mean, this is the first time I actually named someone named Peter, so I didn't care. His name's Peter, and I love it. Anyway, After that's been explained, she taught Peter how to talk, earned 10,000 simoleons, learned about fire safety, taught potty trained Peter, got him into private school because I think she wanted that, or he wanted that. One of his parents wanted it. And then she ended up having twins, Wendy, which we all know why her name is Wendy. It's because of Peter Pan, and Malachi. And the reason why his name is Malachi because it's a biblical name. So, yeah, so we have Wendy and Malachi here, and Sebastian grew up well, and Sebastian went to college. So yeah, apparently Sebastian is her adopted brother, so that's okay. I'm gonna call him her little brother up at that point. But anyway, yep, that is that for her. Now let's go to Simon here. So yeah, as you could tell, he saved Jane from the Grim Reaper, from the plague. Did woohoo with her. He graduated with a magna cum laude, so he was not at the very tip top of his graduating class, but he was up there. He was like salutatorian instead of valedictorian. You know, he was second best. So anyway, he lost Dominique as a best friend somehow. I don't know, but I know that in the beginning of Dominique's journey as an adult, she did want to become a werewolf, but that never happened for her. And I think it's because of her wife who didn't approve of that idea, so Dominique never went with it. Anyway, he grew up well, moved out, had a great graduation party, got a job in the intelligence career, and as you can tell, he reached level 10 of that career, so he's making bank. Um, he actually got married to Jane, and I think in the intelligence career, I think his mom was in the intelligence career before she passed away. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'll probably have to look at my old videos to see that, but I'm pretty sure his dad was, or they both were in intelligence. I don't know. But anyways, he took after one of his parents to be in the intelligence career, it looks like. They went on their honeymoon shortly after he got married to Jane, which is green, so he was very happy about that. He got shocked, got voodoo, and got rejected to make out with Jane for some reason. I think it was because he was like a horn dog. Get it? Because werewolf. He was a horn dog and she wasn't in the mood, and he was trying to get her in the mood, and she was like, I don't want to be in the mood right now. So he was like, she's like, stop being an animal, okay? Give me space. Which I thought was pretty funny. It was so funny that she did that to him. She was like, give me space, okay? Stop being an animal. All right. So anyway, they had a good vacation despite him being rejected once while they were there. He maxed his cleaning skill, learned couples counseling, learned a new local greeting, two of them, as a matter of fact. Maxed his mechanical skill point, got demoted, had Peter, reached lifetime platinum aspiration, got demoted again, learned about sociology, got promoted. Yeah, he and his career has been up, down, it looks like. He taught his son how to walk, he maxed the creativity skill point, got his son into private school, and then had the twins, Wendy and Malachi. He got promoted, taught Peter to study, got promoted, and finally reached the top of the intelligence career, which is so cool for him. I am so happy and proud that he was able to do that and be successful despite him being a werewolf, and he's able to have a loving family despite that. And so far, none of the children have had tendencies of becoming a werewolf yet. But we shall see if one of these children will be a werewolf when they become a teenager. We shall see. But if whether what you may or may not know about the children in The Sims 2, I believe this is true. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know. But when the children are born, even if both parents are supernatural, the children are human. So the only way for them to actually become supernatural is to actually be turned when they turn to a teenager. themselves. So I'm not going to turn their children into werewolves just because their dad's a werewolf. I will only turn them into werewolves if they have the want to be a werewolf, just like their dad did. So they're all human until they tell me otherwise. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let the game decide that for me. Anywho, yeah, so he reached the top of his intelligence career and he's happy about his family graduating college and whatnot. So, yep, that is Simon. Now let's go to little Peter here, which is so adorable. He's so cute. I think Simon and Jane make really cute kids. He's adorable. Look at him. He's so cute. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I gave Peter the long hair because the werewolf vibe, I don't know about y'all, but when I think about werewolves, I think about them being hairy and having long hair. And so I wanted him to have this long, luscious hair, uh, stylized hair because, his mom is not a werewolf. So she's going to make sure his hair isn't like really, really long. But anyway, um, yeah, that's why I wanted him to have long hair up in this point. Anyway, so he learned to talk from Jane. He learned to walk from Simon and got potty trained by Jane. He got to private school, learned to study from Simon. He actually found a magical lamp at his young age. I do not know why some Sims get it at young age, some Sims get it at old age. I do not know the mechanics of finding the magical lamp. But, anyways, he found it at a very young age, and he's happy about his family graduating college as well. It's so sad to see that his only friend is his cousin Candace. I want him to find someone else to be friends with. I know there are children in this world that you could be friends with, Peter. I'm hoping that the parents of the neighborhood ain't keeping their kids away from Peter because he's a werewolf. I hope that isn't the case, but it seems like it is because has 5 days left of childhood here before he turns into a teenager. And yeah, like, what is happening here? Like, why does he have no friends? Um, yeah. I think most of the Sims in Pleasantview don't want Simon to be a werewolf anymore. And I think that is true. Even his wife doesn't want him to be a werewolf anymore. But he hasn't had the want to give up his lycanthropy. So I don't know what to say about that, Jane. I mean, you're going to have to be the one to convince him to give it up. Anyways, yeah, the twins are in here. So we have little Malachi. It looks like he's got dark hair, black hair with green eyes. And then we have little Wendy, who has black hair with green eyes as well. So yeah, the twins are sharing a room in here for now. I'm thinking about making this house just a little bit bigger, maybe quite possibly extending this hallway to here and then add in a bedroom like right here maybe for the twins, who knows, and then add in like a little door here for um the bathroom so that they could have a bathroom. Or I could extend this out and make this room a little bit bigger for Sims to share as well. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know that she wants to have another baby and we need to make room for this said baby. So I don't know if I want to build up or around this house. So we'll see what happens as time goes along. But anyways, yep, this has been the Gavigan household, and let's move on to the next household. Welcome to the Gavigan household, where we have Isaiah Gavigan, Tina Gavigan, Gage London, Seraphina Gavigan, and Angel Gavigan. So yeah, as you could tell, I decorated their house a little bit more since last time you've been here. So, yeah, they got gardens everywhere. The place is a lot bigger. We got a bedroom here and a bedroom here. And it looks like we're going to have to redecorate this bedroom that used to belong to the twins and give it to Seraphina and Gage here. So let's go ahead and talk about what has been going on in this household. And also, these two just graduated college, and that's why they're standing here. And so the way they look might actually change. So, anyway, let's actually talk about this and that and figure out where we're at in this moment in time. So it looks like he went on a island vacation. He finally got married to Tina, and he and Tina actually got married while they were gone on this island vacation. So they got married on the beach, and I think I have pictures of that as well. So I think it was about time that they got married as well because they've been engaged for years, just like Bo and Georgia were. And so I was like, what's the point of them living together and not being married anymore? So I made them get married, even though he's a romance sim. But, anyways, yeah. He's like, ooh, I can't believe I tied the knot. But, anyways, he got married. They got married on the islands. Um, he was trying to repair this and got shocked by it. There was a burglar at some point. He learned a new local greeting. He was happy that his little brother graduated college. Um, Everybody was starting to grow up here. He inherited money from Trent Traveler, which is her father. So he died. He actually reached max enthusiasm in games, and games is his hobby. So he actually did his hobby a lot up to the point to where he maxed it out. And he lost best friends with Andrea Hogan. So, bleh. And then he's happy about Elizabeth and Serafina being graduated. So, as you can quite possibly tell, he is an elder now, very, very old. And same with Tina. She is an elder now, very, very old. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about Tina now. So, Tina actually had a kiss with Skip, and then she caught Skip cheating. So she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" So I think I remember telling y'all about that a little bit about her being jealous and whatnot. But anyway, she went on an island vacation and she got married to Isaiah, and it was a green one for her. So she was like, "You know what? I am happy to finally be married. We've been engaged for years, and it's about time that this has happened." So they had a really good island vacation because of that. She learned a new massage and learned a new greeting. And she also, just like Bo, she also thought it was a good idea to go pet a skunk. So she petted a skunk and got sprayed by it. Um, she learned a new greeting, and then her mom and her dad passed away shortly afterward. And but she inherited money from her parents, so yeah, that's that. Her little brother, Tandy, got married, and then her two daughters actually grew up and went to college, and Elizabeth actually got engaged. So, yeah, Tina is very excited that there's going to be a wedding soon. Um, she had a dream date with Isaiah. She maxed the body skill point, and she's just happy that her daughters have graduated college as well. So, Tina is a very happy old woman, so very, very fulfilled. So over here we have Gage London, and as you remember me talking about, Gage and Freya were together, but as you can quite possibly tell, he and Serafina have a more of a chemistry bolt than he does with Freya. So he ended up moving in with Serafina. And yes, if you haven't noticed, Serafina is not with Casper Goth. She is not with him. So that didn't work out for her. She is not part of the Goth household. She is still a Gavigan up at this point. But anyways, yeah, let's actually talk about Gage London. So as you know, he went steady with Freya as a teenager. He got into private school. He learned about sociology. Um, and also, if you may or may not know, Gage is the adopted son um, of Ginger and Randy London in the London household. So his birth mother is actually Shannon, by the way. The old lady Shannon. Yeah, so that's his birth mother. But anyway, just a little reminder for you guys. He learned to hula dance. Gigi went to college. He got a job in the music career, got fired from the music career, believe it or not. Told you the music career is a very hard career for my Sims to progress in for some reason. Anyway, he moved out and went to college and was happy about his cousins and siblings being an overachiever and whatnot. He went to college. His brother Richie graduated. Dakota graduated, Gigi, Raven did. He actually fell in love with Donatella while he was gone in college as well. So, as you can quite possibly tell, look at Donatella's last name. Look what happened. So, yeah, he actually kissed Celestia for the first time and did woohoo with Celestia. So he actually went all the way with Celestia here and woohooed her. He actually kissed Serafina for the first time and did woohoo with Serafina. He kissed Tori. Now, okay, remember Tori is supposed to be with um Gregory Gavigan at this point. But as you can tell, Tori kissed Gage, made out with him, and did woohoo with him as well. So, yeah, all these Sims woohooing each other when I had plans for them, but that's okay, I guess. He learned two local greetings, completed his sophomore year, and then his sister Gigi got engaged and married. Flint was an overachiever. He's proud of his cousins here. And he's really proud of his family. His twin sister, Romy, graduated. And Garnet graduated. His cousin graduated. He had two loves at once. He made out with Celestia, made out with a girl named Charlene, and did woohoo with her. And he became a big man on campus. So everybody knew about him and whatnot. And he had a lot of friends and was very influential in college. He actually woohooed a girl named Lisa as well. He completed his junior year. He actually had a potty accident at some point, and I think it's because he actually got struck by lightning at one point and it made him pee his pants. So he had a potty accident. But we could also say that since that wasn't there, he probably got drunk and, peed himself while he was being wild and having fun in college. He graduated and then fell in love with Serafina shortly after he graduated. And Dove graduated, and now he has a job in the slacker career. So, yeah, Gage lived it up in college, let me tell you. And also, this is the very first time that Serafina and Elizabeth are not living together anymore. This is the first time the twins have ever been separated. So, just saying. But anyway, let's actually backtrack and see where she is at. So, as you know, when she was a teenager, it was a whole thing about her going to be with Casper. Is Casper going to be with her, or is Casper going to be with Donatella? And that was the big thing. Who's going to be the matriarch of the Goth Manor? So, anyways, yeah, she had her very first woohoo with Casper, and then her grandparents died and she inherited money. She got a job in the slacker career as a teenager, but she never reached the top of that slacker career, so she never was an overachiever, but that's okay. She went to college, she maxed her body skill point, met Gage, kissed, made out, and actually woohooed with Gage because she thought, why the hell not? And then she met a guy named Oliver Fuchs. The last name. I really want someone to marry somebody with that last name so I can have the name Fuchs running around in the in the place. Anyway, made out with Oliver and then did woohoo with Oliver. So she's out here having the time of her life as well. She completed her junior year and she also became a big woman on campus. So she had a really fun time. And then her and her twin actually graduated college together. She moved out, had a great graduation party, and now she's here back at home with Zaya and Tina and Gage. So we're going to see how Serafina and Gage's relationship progresses or not. I don't know yet. It really depends on what they want to do with their lives. But she doesn't have a want to get a career yet. So who knows? Maybe she'll take after her mom Maybe she'll take after her mom and not ever get a career. Who knows? But, anyways, here we are with Angel Gavigan, the youngest of the Gavigans here. So, let's talk about her, shall we? So, after her grandparents died, everybody's growing up well. She actually got a job in the criminal career. So, that's what she chose for herself. She actually wants to stay home from work. She doesn't want to go. Anyway, she got a promotion, earned a new greeting. She snuck out with Daphne, which is one of her friends. She kissed Christian for the first time and had her very first kiss with him, went on a first date with him, had a dream date, fell in love with him, made out with him, and she actually fought Melody and lost that fight and became enemies. So, like I said, Melody is out here fighting everybody. I don't know what chip is on Melody's shoulder, but she needs to get it off her shoulder and leave my Sims alone. Okay? Okay. Don't let me go all the way over there to Blue Water Village and do something about this. Anyway, so she's happy that her uncle Tandy got married. Noah graduated. Her uncle Noah. She had her very first woohoo session with Christian. And then she went steady with Christian. So her and Christian Newson were actually together. So they're actually dating now. And I think that is so cute. I'm so happy for them too. And I think they are quite perfect for each other, mostly because of their names. Her name is Angel. His name is Christian. Perfect. Match made in heaven, if I do say so myself. Simply because of their names is why I think they're perfect for each other. Anyway, we got Elizabeth and Serafina that recently graduated, and now we're here, and it looks like she's going to go to college in 3 days. So she's about to prepare to leave the household as well. So, anyway, yep, this has been the Gavigan household. That ain't going to happen, Isaiah. That's not going to happen. Anyway, let me take a look. How attracted are you to Donatello? Dang, he's really attracted to Elena. Anyway, how attracted are you to Donatella? Like, where is she at? Oh, 2 bolts with Donatella. Look, she is married. Don't even think about it, Isaiah. You're nasty. You're an old man. You need to stop. Just stop. Just woohoo with your wife. You're married now. You might as well just woohoo with your wife. Anyway, let's actually leave this household and go to the next household. Welcome to the Gavigan household, where we have Ezekiel Gavigan, Katerina Gavigan, and Candace Gavigan. So, but as you can quite possibly tell, Ezekiel now is an elder, and his wife Katerina is an elder as well. So, yeah, they have grown up significantly. Their eldest children are gone to college, so they redid the bedrooms for the twins that they had and put stuff in there. So, yeah, they are very well, he's a very happy man. He's in platinum right now. But anywho, yeah, let's see what's been happening since the last time we've been here. So as you know, he got a job in law enforcement, and he's been working hard on that. He actually reached platinum lifetime aspiration as well. So yeah, he got that early on before he even had the twins. And the twins that he had was Gregory Gavigan and Evangeline Gavigan, which we've seen in college. So his eldest are in college right now. He also wrote a first novel as well. So yeah, good on Ezekiel. He actually wrote a little bit. Then his parents died. Mary and Nathan both died shortly after that. And he inherited money. He taught his twins how to walk and his daughter how to potty. He's been getting promotions, and he taught Gavigan to study as well. And he learned a local greeting, and then Magdalene got on academic probation, so he knows about that from his niece. And then they decided they wanted to go on an island vacation and take the twins and them, I guess. I think. I think that's what that was. So they had fun on an island vacation. And then, Isaiah got married to Tina. Then they went on a mountain vacation with their twins and whatnot, and they had a good time. And then they had their last child, Candace, who was laying in bed over here. She's a teenager right now. Yeah, and he has memories of his family graduating and whatnot and all that good stuff. He taught Candace how to walk. And the funny thing is, even though he's a family sim, he didn't get the want to marry Katerina for the longest time until finally it happened after they had their 3 kids. And so finally he popped the question to her and got married to her after they had their children, which I know is not the normal way to do things, but yeah, that's kind of like my parents. My parents had all their kids and then got married. It's kind of backwards, but anyways, it worked for them, so that's that. He has memories of all his family. He actually swam in the ocean, learned a new massage, went on another island vacation with his family. He maxed cooking, he maxed body skill point, and he's proud of his niece's graduating college. So that is Ezekiel and his life so far. And his secondary is grilled cheese. So he's got all of his check marked. And so this man is a very happy man. And that's why he's thinking about grilled cheese right now. And he really wants Simon to be cured of the lycanthropy. But I don't know if that's going to happen. That's going to be up to Simon, honestly. So we're over here with Katerina. She actually wants to gain a skill point. I don't see why not, but we're gonna keep what we got now, and if that pops up again, we'll save him. Anyways, she's on the opposite spectrum. She's like, I think it's cool Simon is um a werewolf, because now she wants to become one. But at the same time, she also wants him to be cured and then scared that he would be cured. So she's on the fence. She's listening to her husband talk about it, but she's like, it's pretty cool. I think it's cool, she said. But anyway, let's actually talk about Katerina here. So, Katerina has only ever been with Ezekiel her whole life. She's actually a uh, a townie in college. So, yeah, she met she met Ezekiel in college and moved in with him right after college and got a job in the gamer career. Had her twins, taught them how to talk, potty trained them, and pretty much started working on her career after she had her babies. Went on a mountain vacation for the first time. Then had Candace. She started getting promotions. She earned 10,000 simoleons as well. Got engaged and married to her sweetheart over here. So she is now officially a Gavigan and part of the family. She taught Candace to study, max the logic skill point. She actually got a big bonus at work. So yeah, they're swimming in simoleons right now because of that. She actually swam in the ocean as well. Went on an island vacation not too long ago and maxed the body skill point as well. Um, she's very excited because their youngest daughter, Candace, actually got into private school and she learned another local greeting and she's happy that her son, Gregory, went to college. So, yeah, this is Ekaterina and let's move on to Candace. So, Candace here is a very young teenager. She's got 12 days until she is able to go to college and whatnot. I think the last time you saw her, she was a baby. I'm pretty sure. But anywho, yeah, what has she been doing since then? She actually found a magical lamp when she was a child. So yeah, some of my children are finding these magical lamps like early on in their life, like really really young in their life. So I think that's very interesting how some of these children are finding a magical lamp and stuff and securing themselves in simoleons and whatnot. She's happy that her cousin Noah graduated. She actually got to go swim in the ocean and went on an island vacation with her family. I think she wasn't even born yet before they went on that mountain vacation, honestly. And then she got into private school, and she's proud that her cousins graduated uh college. I don't know if she has a crush on anybody. Like, she does not find Miles Picasso attractive at all, which is so sad. So maybe one of these days we'll find someone for Candace, who knows. But she is actually a knowledge sim right now, so that's that on that. She doesn't really know. Well, she met Elmer McGill at the vacation spot, but we don't really know anybody else. So we'll need to find somebody for her if she wants somebody. But anyways, yep, this has been the Gavigan household, and let's move on to the next one. Welcome to the Gavigan household, where we have Noah Gavigan, Olivia Roseland, and their dog Harper. And Harbor is outside sniffing a downy. But anyways, let's actually go ahead and talk about what's been going on over here. So, if you may or may not remember, Noah, when he was a teenager, almost died of the plague and got saved by Olivia. So he actually cheated death and changed his aspiration, and he rolled the romance aspiration. So he went from knowledge to romance. Um, yeah, and then got his scholarships for college shortly after that, and then went on a mountain vacation. So when Ezekiel took his children on that mountain vacation, he included his little brother Noah into the mix because he was living alone in that house, and he felt very sorry for Noah and whatnot. So he actually took Noah on that mountain vacation as well to join in on the fun with the family. So yeah, I think Noah actually got to know his cousins pretty well. Yeah, he's actually close with Gregory, and let's see, I think that's it. Wow, really? I thought he was closer with all of them, but he actually got close with his cousin Gregory because of that mountain vacation. But yeah, he had a great time with the family, um, and actually finally moved out and went to college himself. So he went through college, and during college, he was dating Olivia a lot because they always want to go on dates and whatnot. And then he finally graduated, moved it out into this house, which belonged to Olivia's parents, Kaylin and Sid Roseland. So they're living here now. Um, he earned 5,000 simoleons from his job. He maxed the logic skill. He actually reached lifetime platinum as well. So we got all that up. He is a romance and secondary pleasure sim. So that's Noah in a nutshell. And he's proud that his cousins actually graduated college. And he currently wants to go on an island vacation. And I don't know when we're going to go because, as you could tell for Olivia here, she is currently pregnant. That's right. ACR got them a baby in the works. So, yeah, Olivia is currently has a bun in the oven, and let's see. I'm not sure where the thingy is. Adjust casual romance. Zoom to the adjuster. Oh, it might be downstairs actually. Right here. She is currently 71 hours and she's having one baby. So the baby is about to be born. She's in the very last stages of her pregnancy. Also, I didn't say, but he is actually in the law enforcement. And look at this. Look at this. Like, he could actually reach the top of the career, I think. He actually has his skills all the way up. He's been doing very, very well in his skills for his job. His girlfriend Olivia is also in the law enforcement career, and her skills are pretty high as well. So we're just hoping that she will, get her skills up and be happy about it. Like she could probably reach the top of that career too. But yes, they are co-workers together. They're both in the law enforcement career at the moment. Anyway, let's actually go to Olivia here. And so Olivia was the one who saved Noah from the Grim Reaper. Um, yeah, shortly after Sid died, she was like, I am not losing my boyfriend to the plague. No way, Jose. But anyways, yeah, after that, she actually went on a mountain vacation with her family as well. And that was the last vacation that she went on to spend time with her mother, Kaylin, before she died. So that was a good time, but also bittersweet because when she came back, her mother died and left her alone in this house. She won a couple of scholarships and then moved out and went to college herself. And her older brother graduated when she was in her junior year, so she was very happy to see her brother graduate. She earned 5,000 simoleons from being uh from earning that money in college for getting good grades. And yeah, she was happy that her nephew got an A+ at school. She maxed the body skill point in college and graduated and moved into her old childhood home with her boyfriend Noah. And then she got a job in law enforcement, got one promotion. She's happy that Theo got married, and this is where we are now. And she's got memories of her nieces growing up and getting A's at school as well. So, yeah. And I think it was Noah who wanted to adopt a dog. I'm not exactly sure, but we adopted Harbor because one of them wanted to have a pet. So, yeah. And I think it's very fitting because Sid had a dog as well. So we just put the dog stuff downstairs for now. And yeah, I'm super excited to see their baby and see if it's a boy or girl and what this child is going to look like. And probably take this child on an island vacation as well. I think it's going to be so cool. It's either take the child or go without the child and have a nanny watch the child until we get back. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet. I might actually take just her and Noah to the islands on the weekend. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with that yet. I typically try to wait for the baby to grow up to a child before I take anybody on vacation, so the child could go too. But this could be like a moment for both Noah and Olivia to spend time together without the baby. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, but yeah, that's the thought. Because, yeah, she's never been on an island vacation, and he has never been on an island vacation as well. They only went on a mountain vacation. So, yeah, I think it would be fun for them to go exploring together and have a good time. But anyways, yep, this has been the Gavigan household. And let's move on to the next household. Welcome to the Giekes household, where we have Bethany Giekes, Ernest Giekes, Matilda Giekes, Elizabeth Gavigan, Eloise Giekes, and Sheldon Giekes. So we pretty much have a full house now. Time has gone by since the last time you seen me play this household. I think it was summer for them when you last watched it. But anyways, yeah, time has gone by and a couple of things have changed since then. So let's start with Bethany Geek. So Bethany here. Let's actually scroll back and see. Um yeah, after she had Eloise, we've been here for all those parties. She actually got her lifetime aspiration done, so she is a secondary grilled cheese, if you did or did not know. Um, so yeah, she's just been living at home with her husband, having a good time and whatnot. And shortly after I recorded their video, they actually have a son named Sheldon now. So little Sheldon is over here, and as you can tell, we expanded the house for little Sheldon so that he could have a room to himself. He is just too cute. I love these kids. They're just too adorable, too adorable. Now, so as you can tell, Eloise is now a teenager now. So yes, time has went by since that video. She's actually sad that her sister, Audrey, passed away, her eldest sister. So, yeah, that happened shortly after she had Sheldon. Sheldon was supposed to get to know her, was supposed to get to know his aunt, but yeah, she passed away, which is so sad. That's just a sad situation to be in, honestly. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. And when I get to the other household, I'll tell you exactly what happened to Audrey. But she is proud that Casper actually graduated. Her nephew graduated from college, and she taught her son how to talk and potty trained, and was very happy that Liviana was an overachiever before she actually went to college herself. So she's just being the family person at home, being unemployed, taking care of the kids and the house. So this is the kind of life. This is the kind of life that Bethany is leading, and I think she is very happy in it. Like these two are so in love, so in love. It's crazy how in love these two are. Um, Ernest here. Let's see, Ernest. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? I gotta find it. Okay, yeah. So after he had Eloise, he got sad that his dad died, which y'all seen in the video. So yeah, he taught Eloise to walk and potty trained, and then Gunnar died. So yeah, he has that memory. He actually reached a platinum lifetime aspiration as well, and he's currently a secondary popularity sim. So let's actually go ahead and fill this out for him since he actually got his lifetime platinum. And then he had Sheldon shortly after that. And then his mother Nina passed away shortly after he had Sheldon. He was never really close with Nina. But again, when the news reached him, he was like, oh no. Well, that's sad, because he just lost his dad. So hearing that his mom, Nina, passed away, it kind of hurt him. It kind of opened wounds because he was slowly like healing from, his father, passing away, though uh no one could fully heal from that because you're always going to miss that person. But anyway, yeah, so he got wind that his mother passed away as well. But he was super proud, super duper proud that these Sims are graduating college. And then his sister Matilda graduated college and moved back in to the household with them to help out and whatnot. He actually earned a big bonus at work. He's still in the politics career, if you didn't know. And he taught Sheldon how to walk. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, he is currently level 6 in the politics career. He's making some decent money. He's a state assembly person, so he hasn't had wants to level up his charisma skills. So, I'm assuming he's going to stay at level 6 for the rest of his life. I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyways, yep. Let's actually move on to Matilda. Now, Matilda has been waiting patiently for her girlfriend to graduate college and whatnot. But yeah, she went to college. She got through her sophomore year, and that's when she asked her girlfriend Elizabeth, who is out here fresh out of college, to marry her. And Elizabeth said yes. So they are planning a wedding now and are super excited about it. Then she got her job in the culinary career. So she is currently a sous chef level 7, and she's out here playing this right now. So she decided to play it for me so that we can get our logic skill up. So hopefully we could reach the top of the career for her because she really wants to do that in memory of her mom and, join the profession her mom was in. So This is her way of honoring her mom by working on this culinary career. She earned 5,000 simoleons and recently got pickpocketed by the unsavory charlatan somewhere. So that's great. I'm assuming that happened while I was playing another household and she just got pickpocketed. So that is just brilliant. But not to fret, they have bukus of money. They are pretty much rich over here. So yeah, they're doing exceptionally well. So that's that. We're coming over here to Elizabeth, who freshly graduated college herself. So yeah, let's see. What was the last thing y'all remember about Elizabeth? So we know that Elizabeth dated Matilda in high school. She got the memory of her cousin Magdalene being on academic probation, or her aunt. I think that's her aunt. I think that's her. Yeah, that's her aunt, not her cousin, her aunt. She went on a good island vacation and swam in the ocean. Her parents shortly got married after that. She had an accident. I don't remember where, but she got an accident. I think I have pictures of what happened to her when she peed herself. But anyways, she went on another island vacation. So she went on 2 island vacations in her lifetime so far. There was a burglar at one point. Um, yeah, and she has memories of all her family growing up and getting married, which includes Magdalene, Simon, and Ezekiel. And then Tandy got engaged. And that's when Trisha and Trent died, which is her mom's parents. So her grandparents, Trisha and Trent Traveler, they both passed away shortly after that. She inherited money from her grandparents, won a couple of scholarships, and finally moved out and went to college herself. And also, Serafina went as well. Yeah. And then she got engaged to Matilda, and she went through her her years in college, and she graduated, and so did her twin sister Serafina. She graduated as well. So she moved out, moved into this place in here to live with Matilda, and she currently got a job in the slacker career, it looks like. She's a level 3 convenience store worker right now. So yep, and that's her dream, and she wants to become a professional party guest. So here's hoping that she'll be able to do that. She's currently a pleasure sim, and her secondary is popularity. So we shall see what happens with Elizabeth, and we shall see if she actually reached the top of her career and works hard with Matilda as well. And then we have Eloise Geek here. So, something happened with Eloise, and I'm over here like cringing really, really bad. Okay, let me tell you. So, okay, so yeah, she became a child, and that's where we'll start since you know beforehand. She has memories of her family growing up, so she's very happy about that. And then her grandpa John passed away, so that was pretty sad. And then she has memories of her aunt and her grandmother Nina passing away. So this was a really sad time for Eloise to see that her aunt passed away, and she's just gonna live through the pain and whatnot. It was really sad because, as you may or may not know, she's really, really close with her uncle and her aunt here and her aunt Audrey. Even though it took a bit for her and Audrey to click, when they clicked, they were very, very tight. They were, um, you know, that was her aunt. She loved her aunt and her uncle and her other aunt. So seeing her aunt pass away was shocking, to say the least, and whatnot. But anyway, after that happened, she was happy that Liviana was an overachiever. Now, here's the icky part that I'm gonna talk about now with Eloise here. Okay. So, like I said, I don't know why when the children get into the orphanage, they lose all ties to their family, right? So, when that happened, that means all of Audrey's children, which is her aunt, which would be her cousins, in the game are not seen as her cousins. I actually had to edit this and put them back in as her children in here using SimPE so that I know where they came from originally. But as you could tell, yeah, as you could tell, I put them back with Gunnar and Audrey because that's who they belong with in the family tree. But anyway, the game decided that while I was playing with another sim, her and her cousin Mikey here, Mikey Goth, were out and about together and they found each other. And she had her very first kiss with Mikey, her cousin. She kissed her cousin. Oh my gosh. And I was over here like, no, 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 no. That's not happening. That is not happening. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'd rather her be with Raymond Grove than that. No, ma'am. So we are going to avoid Mikey like the plague because that is crazy. We do not want her with Mikey. That is her cousin. So her first kiss was with her cousin. Yeah, not happy with that, but the game decided for me when I was out and about with another teen, so yay. Ah. Anyway, she does want to go out with Raymond though, so hopefully we could actually go out with Raymond and have a good time with him and just forget about your cousin here. I don't know why you're in love with your cousin, but that's just horrible. And then we have little Sheldon here who is playing with a toy. Yeah, so his earliest memories is of his aunt and grandmother passing away. But he's actually learned all of his skills already and is proud of his cousin Liviana that went to college and became an overachiever and stuff. And he's just in here getting ready to be aged up today. Today is his birthday, so he's gonna become a child very, very soon. And it looks like he's getting very tired, so I might have Elizabeth come in here and put him to sleep shortly. But yeah, this has been the Geek household, and let's move on to the next household. Okie dokie. Welcome to the Goth household, where we have Alexander Goth, Lucy Goth, Casper Goth, Donatella Goth, Sylvester Goth, and little Cecilia Goth. So, yeah, as you can quite possibly tell, I have decorated this place to look a little different since the last time you've been here. Um, so yeah, when we played in the Goth Manor, things looked a lot different. Things were different, but anyways, yeah, and here I'll show you the upstairs of what has changed as well. The bedroom used to be over here, and now I moved the bedroom over here to make room. And we got this room right here, which is I had it to be the study room for the girls, but it could also be turned into a small bedroom if we really wanted to. We have little Cecilia just laying here staring up at the ceiling here. So cute. So we have her here, and upstairs is still the same as before, which is Sylvester's room. But anyways, yes, let's actually get to it. And let me tell you all about what has happened here so far in the Goth household. So with Alexander Goth here, y'all were here when we had all these children and he saw the ghost and all that stuff. Let's see where we're at. He maxed his creativity skill. His sister died. Let's see, where are we at? Then he had Sylvester, I think that was in the video. And then he saved Lucy from the Grim Reaper. So yeah, that was funny. If you haven't seen that in that video, Lucy had Sylvester and then died of the plague. He got a big bonus at work because he works in the Slacker career. He's teaching his kids things, and then who is this? His brother Gunnar actually passed away because of a tragedy. He actually reached platinum lifetime aspiration. So let's actually make sure. Yeah. So he's a secondary pleasure sim. So that's that. Yeah. And then Liviana was an overachiever and he got his lifetime wish completed as well. He actually reached golden anniversary with his wife Lucy. So they had a very nice great anniversary party. And then his son Casper got married. So now with the Goth household, I think they're going to be a little different than how I play once based, because with the Goths, they are seen as the leaders of Pleasantview, I would say. Um so I really wanted them to keep up with appearances and things like that. So I just had Casper get married to the one that he chose, and he chose Donatella only because, now let me say this, he only chose Donatella because she was the same age as Casper. Serafina was a little younger than him, and Donatella was his age. So he and Donatella actually got married. She moved in and they got married. And yeah, he actually reached 25,000 simoleons. He actually reached the top of the Slacker career. And then their cat Bella passed away shortly after that. And then he has a new grandchild named Cecilia. So, yeah. And he's proud that his alien dollar Celestia actually graduated as well, as she moved into another household instead of this one. So we can clear up some room. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. And that has been his last memory of what's been going on with him. Now, with Lucy Goth here, Lucy, let's see what happens here with her. So, same thing. She actually reached the top, or actually reached platinum lifetime aspiration as well, and she's a secondary popularity sim. So there's that. She got a promotion. She taught Sylvester how to study. She saw the ghost of Agnes, and now that she's a knowledge sim, she finds it very, very cool that they live in a haunted mansion. So that's pretty neat. She's been getting promotion after promotion at work. She's very, very proud of her little brother Edwin, who actually graduated with summa cum laude in school. And he actually got married to his girlfriend as well. So she's very happy about that. She got another promotion. She earned 25,000 simoleons from her career. She maxed her charisma skill point and reached the top of the music career. So she is the only one that I found that could actually make it the music career. And I think it has something to do with her last name, Goth. She's part of the Goths, you know? But anyways, that's when her little sister died, Audrey. So she was mourning Audrey during that time, but was happy that her son Casper graduated college. She maxed her mechanical skill. Liviana was an overachiever. And then the career decided, you know what, now that you reached the top, why don't we fire you, right? So instead of her like actually being fired, they actually put her as a record store clerk. And I think it's because she's an elder now and they didn't want her to like, I don't know, play anymore or something because she's an elder. I don't know exactly. Like the standards of the music career is crazy. But anyways, they put her all the way down to the record store clerk. And I was like, we are not climbing this career again because she's an elder. So she actually retired instead. So she retired. She was like, screw this. I don't want to climb this career again. I quit. I'm retiring. So she's going to stay home and earned a small pension check now. She maximized the creativity skill point, lost Bella, and had a new grandchild named Cecilia. So, yeah. Yeah, despite that happening with her career, she's actually a very happy woman. Very, very happy. Okay, here we are with Casper Goth. He actually has wants to see Serafina, so this is crazy. There could be a scandal happening with the Goth household, I would say. I mean, it's very, very possible that could happen. Anyway, anyway, where did we leave off with Casper? So we know that he has been trying to figure out who he wanted to be with, Donatella or Serafina. Now, his very first kiss belonged to Serafina, but his very first woohoo belonged to Donatella. So it could have went either way, but ultimately the decision came down to who is the same age as him, and it ended up being Donatella because Serafina was just a little younger. But anyway, he's sad that Jennifer and John died during that time when he was trying to decide who should be the matriarch of the Goth household and whatnot. He actually did a woohoo with Serafina as well. So, yeah, he and Serafina actually got together at some point. He learned the sociology skill. He learned about lifelong happiness. He got his 2 scholarships, moved out, and went to college. And that's when his uncle Gunnar passed away. He's also very proud of his uncle Edwin as well. But yeah, while he was in college and having a time of his life, uh, his Aunt Audrey also passed away. Yeah, there's a lot of death happening with these families of the Burb side and of the Goth side. But he finally graduated and moved back into the Goth Manor here, where he is the patriarch of the place. He actually got a job in the architect, and because that's just what he wanted, and got engaged to Donatella, and it was a good engagement. He was like, yeah, okay, yes, we will get married. We will keep the Goth name. We will keep up appearances and things like that. He actually maxed the body skill point, and then he got fired from the architect career. So he is currently sitting here unemployed. He doesn't have another want to get another job. He actually is happy that his sister Liviana is an overachiever. He maxed the logic skill point, and then he got married to Donatella. And this is where he's like, I can't believe I actually got married to Donatella, like, because he has wants to see Serafina now that Serafina is an adult and out of college. So he's like, I can't believe I actually did that. I did it for my family. It was just something that he didn't want to do, but he did it anyway because he feels responsible because he's the eldest of the Goth children, and he needed to if he wanted the Goth house, he had to do it. So yeah. He's he knows he was forced into it and not very happy about that. Then he reached a platinum lifetime aspiration, and he's a secondary popularity sim as well. Then he lost their cat Bella, and then they had their child Cecilia. So yeah. And he's also very happy that his little sister Celestia actually graduated college as well. So this is where we're at with Casper here. Let's come over here to Donatella. So Donatella, as you can quite possibly tell, is a secondary grilled cheese, and she actually reached lifetime platinum as well. So let's actually go ahead and fill this out for her so that she can have it all. But anyways, let's take a look at Donatella here. So as you know, when she was a teenager, Donatella was known as a bisexual. So she liked both boys and girls. And you know, she is the daughter of and Nina Caliente and um Dawn Lothario. So That's her parents. But anyways, her very first kiss was actually with Katie Curtin, who is now with Derek. So that's that. But eventually, after Nina passed away, eventually she met Casper and thought that he was pretty good looking and actually kissed, made out, and fell in love with Casper. And the rest was history for Donatella. I think she stayed along with Casper and whatnot. She actually kissed Gage for the first time. Oh yeah, when she was a teenager, she was dating several people because her lifetime wish was to have 50 first dates. So, ooh, they're both like in this marriage, and they both probably don't know if it's going to last as wholesome as Alexander and Lucy. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, anything could happen. Anyway, she had her very first woohoo with Casper, and she was caught by her parents. And then her father, Don Lothario, passed away. She snuck out with Serafina. Oh, yeah, her and Serafina are actually really good friends. So I wonder if that would change now that she's married to Casper. Who knows? Anyway, Gunnar Goth passed away. She has a negative moodlet about that. She went to college, and all throughout college, she dated Casper. And then Nina passed away while she was gone to college. Derek graduated, and then Donatella graduated. And yeah, Derek is actually her brother, I'm pretty sure. Because yeah, he's his mom, no, not her brother, her cousin. Yeah, her cousin, because his mom is Dina Caliente and Dustin Broke. So, yep. And then she fell in love with Gage shortly after that. So she's been having some fun in college and whatnot. But anyways, she moved out, got a job in the dancing career, and she's currently a level 3. She's a sim jazz instructor right now. She got engaged to Casper, and she was very happy about that. Now, with Donatella thinking about things, she's realizing that she's going to be the matriarch of the Goth household. I mean, who wouldn't want that title, you know? So, yeah, Donatella was very happy to be engaged to him. She got a couple promotions, earned 5,000 simoleons. Everyone joined the family, and when she got married to Casper, she was very, very happy about it. She's like, I'm the matriarch of the Goth household now. I'm rich. I have power. I am living on cloud 9. So as you can tell, I dressed her up in the Bella Goth dress and whatnot. So if you may or may not remember, every matriarch is going to wear this dress to signify that they are the matriarch of the household. And yeah, so like the males can wear what they want to wear as long as it's in black, I think, with a black suit and stuff. So I think he looks fine. I think he would want him to be a little more formal, but it's okay. Like we're letting his attire slide a little bit because he's not very happy that he was forced to marry Donatella. But anyways, that's that. Then she was here when Bella died, and then she gave birth to the next in line, Cecilia. So I'm hoping they actually have a boy so that we could continue the Goth name in this household. If they don't have any more children, it's going to be up to Sylvester, I think, to have the next patriarch of the household. So I don't know. We shall see what happens with that. And then we have Sylvester here. He has 8 days until he got to go to college. So he probably won't go into the springtime, honestly. So he's going to be here for a whole season, it looks like. So what has been going on with Sylvester here? Um, yeah, so he actually had his very first kiss with Rebecca London. So he's very interested in Rebecca. And of course, he is a romance sim. So, yeah. And obviously, he's sad about his aunt passing away and whatnot. He had his very first woohoo with Rebecca London. He actually did a public woohoo with Rebecca and actually kissed Delilah for the first time. I think that's kind of icky because I think Delilah is his second cousin or something like that. I don't know. but she is the descendant of Cassandra. So I no, we ain't going there, Sylvester. He's proud that his sister actually was an overachiever, sad about his cat dying. He made out with Rebecca. He's been going on dream dates with Rebecca and whatnot. So we're gonna see if they actually end up together. Like right now, he wants to invite her over and give her a back rub. So he wants to spend time with her. And he's proud that his older sister Celestia actually graduated at college as well and whatnot. So yeah, he has two bolts with Rebecca. Now Rebecca could actually be another matriarch of the Goth household. So I might actually have Sylvester move back in here with Rebecca and have them both here in this house. And we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, yeah. And then there's little Celestia here, or Celestia, little Cecilia here. So little Cecilia is just laying here, just waiting patiently for anyone to come and cuddle her, but she is so cute. She actually took over the girls' room over here, so that's where she's at the moment. But honestly, we should have more room once Lucy and Alexander pass away. So, yeah, anyways, we're hoping that they have a boy or something. Like one of his children has a boy. Anyways, yep, this is the Goth household, and let's move on to the next household.